Hello everyone, this is my first very rough and improvised test video. Since I don't yet have proper editing software, I have no choice but to do it all in one take. So wish me luck, because even the smallest distraction could cause a disaster. So what is this video about? Well, as I told Bart once, this is an exclusive video made specifically for the Dosgamert fan community, a community I'm proud to be a member of. And the topic is, yep, Blakestone. A game we have seen many times in Bart's streams, something many of us have played back in the day. But even those of you who haven't played it usually enjoy these streams because it's a nice game overall. I'm going to talk about some hidden stuff in this game, more specifically some hidden graphics which can be seen through the use of cheats, more specifically the so-called sprite test cheat code. But more importantly, I'll show you some hidden levels, and they're so well hidden that you can't access them, not in normal gameplay, not with cheats. We'll have to actually use a map editor in order to see these levels and test them. More specifically, I'll be using MapEdit 8.4, an editor originally made for Wolfenstein and Spear of Destiny, but eventually expanded to also support Blakestone, Planet Strike, Corridor 7 and even Operation Body Count. Known as one of the worst first-person shooters ever made. So I can't really imagine why anyone would want to make new maps for that. Anyway, what do we know about Blakestone level structure? Each episode pretty much looks like this. We have 11 floors, 9 regular ones and 2 secret ones. The first one being floor 0, aka the basement, and the other one being floor 10, which is accessible from the central elevator by pressing the 0 key, and it requires a red key card, of course. Now, this is what we see in the game, this is what we're able to access in normal gameplay and also with the level warp cheats. But what if I told you that each episode of Blakestone, Aliens of Gold, actually has 15 map slots? So as you can see on this schematic, floors 11 through 14 are inaccessible map slots, and they consist of what seems to be test maps, something that looks like unfinished levels, and mostly obvious placeholders. Well, while these map slots are not normally accessible, I suppose that they could be made accessible in a custom campaign through teleporters, like the basement level. But in this video demonstration I will use the map editor to move these maps to accessible map slots, allowing me to show you what they look like. Speaking of which, let's jump into DOSBox. Don't be surprised if the screen goes black for a few seconds, it's a glitch, it will go away. Okay, I suppose it has gone away by now. In order to use the map edit, I'll be using core normal and cycles 10,000. That's more than enough. And oh, sorry about the keyboard sounds, but you'll get used to them. Now we go to the game folder and we start map edit. And here we are currently looking at the first level of the first episode of Blakestone. You might recognize it. even though we are now looking at it from above. Here we can also see the basement level of this episode. In fact, it's called the basement in the editor as well. Now, this is floor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The boss level. And the boss is this purple S here. I hope you can see it. And this headline near the top of the screen is the end of the episode. And that's floor 10. Now, as far as we know, there are no levels after floor 10. Or are there? Well, let's see. Oh boy, we're looking at the first hidden map, and it's some kind of test level, and it contains some hidden messages. We have Jam, as in Jam Productions, these are the people who developed the game, and Beastone Powerball. Powerball is a command line parameter that you use to activate cheat mode, and we will need that in order to test all these hidden levels. Then there is another hidden level which actually looks almost like an unfinished level of sorts. Another one which is this strange small room with 3 objects inside. Then this thing that looks like a big green forest with some ominous red triangles. You'll see what they are soon. And that's episode 2. But episode 2 has a few hidden maps of its own. Let's take a look. Yeah, they look more weird. This one has a hidden message. You're welcome. Then we're on to episode 3. From this point onward, the hidden levels are obvious placeholders. Let me show you. Yeah, as you see, there is nothing in here, just an elevator and a huge empty room, a placeholder. There are a few exceptions in episode 5. Please wait while I'll get there. Episode 5. Yes, one of the hidden levels is just this huge block of brown stone too with blood on it. Yeah, I have no idea what this is supposed to be. And then in episode 6, the first placeholder has another hidden message for curious people like us. Goldfire will be back. Indeed, he will be back in Planet Strike. And speaking of which, Planet Strike doesn't have any hidden maps. Oh well. We can't have nice things. Anyway, how do we get these hidden levels to be playable? Like I mentioned earlier, the easiest way to do this is to simply move them to playable positions. So what I'll do is memorize this level, then go back to floor 1 and exchange it. And we're done. Then I'll go to the next hidden level, again memorize it, go back this time to floor 2, I said 2, exchange it. Then we go to the third. Oh, by the way, notice that the first hidden level is called Space for some reason, and then the next one is called Secret 2. I don't know why. Then this is Secret 3. We memorize it. We go back to floor 3. We exchange. Good. Now we go to this green thing. Memorize. Go back. This time to floor 4. Exchange. Now I can also show you the episode 2 hidden levels. So we go to this one, memorize, go to floor 1. exchange. Then we go to the next one. Same thing. Yeah, it's a bit of a tedious process, but if you want to see hidden levels, that's what you have to do. Again, memorize, go back to number 3, exchange, and just one more. Yeah, this one. Okay, so far so good. Remember, we're doing this in one take. Anything can go wrong at any time. And just for the sake of completion, I'll also show one of these big ugly placeholders. We'll go here. This is episode 4, map 1, exchange. Now that we've done these changes, we have to exit the editor and save the changes. Okay. And then we can jump into the game. And of course, we'll turn on the cheat mode with Powerball. And then by holding both shift keys, when the Jam Productions logo starts to show up. Oh, I just made a little mistake. I was supposed to turn up the cycles. The game will be too slow. My apologies. We'll just since we're doing a one take, so I'll use 60,000 cycles. Okay, now we're good to go. Sorry about that. And as you can see, the game immediately gives you a warning. You are playing a modified version of Blackstone. Either it contains changed or new levels or hacked code. This unauthorized version is not supported by Apogee's technical support or hint staff. Continue to play at your own risk. Ooh, sounds ominous. Anyway. The sound you just heard means that cheat mode is successfully enabled. And here we go, the first hidden map. Oh boy, what have we here? Yeah, since we're just testing, I'll put on some magic, dark magic. So it's a room with some push walls at the end, and they lead to another room with some puddles of water. I don't really know what this is. Maybe it was some kind of test map for push walls and the distance they travel. I don't know. Only the people from Jam Productions could possibly explain this to us. But yeah, that's the whole thing, this big room. And of course the hidden message, though we can't see it right now. It's in the lower portion of the map. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So now we will jump to the second hidden level. The big thing that looks like an unfinished level. Oh, look at that! It really looks like an entire level in its own right. It even has enemies and stuff. And these guys. And these guys. Oh god. Oh, by the way, this lamp, remember it will come up again later. Oh, even these things. They're supposed to only appear in the final level of episode 6. Ooh, there's some aliens here. Bart, this is especially for you. Ooh, you like that. So yeah, it's a big space with rooms, some toxic transports going around, turrets, and most of these rooms are empty. Some of them contain some stuff, but most of them are empty. Come on. Oh, another one. Whoa! These guys. Nothing here. Ooh, these guys. Another these generators. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole thing. Yeah. More drones. And yeah, I'm sure you get the idea by now. This could be a test map, or maybe some level they started making but then abandoned. I don't know for sure. If we could get one of the developers on one of our streams, oh, they could surely answer a lot of questions. But that's not very likely, I guess. I haven't been here yet. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I sometimes tend to hum with the music. It's horrible, I know. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole thing. The next test map is this strange room with a table, a barrel, and a puddle of water. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. But yeah, that's the whole hidden level, just this room. I have no idea what this is. Could be a hidden message, like every afternoon after working on the game we go to the nearby bistro. But their food is so horrible, it's like it comes from a toxic container, and then we puke on the floor. Just a theory. Then the final hidden level of this episode. Oh boy, this is what those red arrows were. I mean the red triangles. So what we're gonna do is... Banzai! Ooh, I haven't got an old enemy destroyed bonus. Yay. So yeah, that's the whole test map. This big room with all these star sentinels. And 2 key cards for reasons unknown. Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Now, on to the episode 2 hidden maps. I hope the game doesn't crash or something. Okay, the first one is... oh no! There's so many of them that the game will actually glitch a little. You may notice some of the sprites disappearing. This issue exists in Wolfenstein as well. It's easier to see in the episode 4 secret level, which contains a shit ton of white officers. Yeah, that's the whole thing, a giant room, a whole bunch of guards. You still alive? And a few walls. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Oh, and I can't get back to the elevator. That's a pretty nasty thing. Okay, map 2. It's similar to the first one, but instead of guards it has all these things, pillars, zappers, an elevator with no walls, some weapons, a room, and the hidden message, which we may be able to display if we explore it. Oop, I'm doing it again. Sorry. Thanks for registering. Jam. Sure thing. Map 3. Weapons, zappers, and switches. They didn't do anything. Oh, these ones work. But these ones don't work because notice the message area. They activate and deactivate barriers on floor 14. But we are not actually on floor 14 because I moved the map in the editor in order to, show it to you. So is there a level 4? There should be. Oh yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, but simplified again. This one deactivates barriers on floor 13 this time. And this one turns off these zappers. And that's pretty much it. So all I have left to show you is this thingy. The empty placeholder level, which is totally empty this time around. Yeah. Just look at it. Yeah, just one huge empty room. So empty that the floor and ceiling graphics start to glitch slightly in the distance. I don't know if you can see it because of the huge distances that the engine has to render. And that's it. While we're here, I mentioned the sprite test sheet, which is backspace T. It allows you to see all textures and sprites from the game. So here we see all the walls from the game. Most of these should be familiar to you. Come on. These are the floor and ceiling textures. And at one point we'll reach the sprites. Now here the guys from Jam Productions have left a little secret message for us, which you probably haven't seen before. Come on. Oh, here it is. And the first sprite is actually a hidden message. Hacker! Hello from the guys at Jam! Hello guys! And then we have the various sprites. And some of them are objects that don't actually appear in the game. And one of these objects is this lamp. Remember when I told you to remember this lamp? Well, the lamp appears only in that hidden level. It doesn't appear on any of the regular levels of the 6 episodes. So you could consider it to be a hidden object. Then we have a few more. Let me find them. Oh, this garbage bin appears in only one level in episode 6, curiously. Oh, this exit sign doesn't appear anywhere in the game, which is a pity because it looks really nice. And then this strange metallic thing, which looks like a teleporter or a mutation machine, I don't know, doesn't appear anywhere in the game. Also a bit further. Oh, it's a temporary sprite for a full heal item. But wait, there is no full heal item in the game, so they had the intention of adding one, but they never actually did it. What a pity. And among the monsters there is one more unused thing, so just wait a second until I get to it. So yeah, these are the various monsters, including Dr. Goldfire, Toxic Transport, Perscandron, la 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 la. Ah, there it is. After the robot guard, we have this temporary enemy, which was never implemented in the final game. It kind of looks like a Terminator, you know, the T-800. And it even has shooting animations. But yeah, it was never finished and implemented in the game. Oh well. And before we go, as a little bonus, I will actually use the editor to insert some of these missing items into the game. I'll use the first map of episode 3. Just give me a few moments to get there. And you'll see that they actually work and they look pretty nice. Okay, we're at the first level of episode 3. Now for the sake of testing I will remove the enemies. Should I remove them? Yeah, just for the sake of testing I'll remove the enemies from this first room. And now I will add some hidden objects. And the first one is... oh, the exit sign. I'll put a few here and one here. Then the lamp, which... oh, there it is, floor lamp. I'll put a few here just for fun. And finally the metallic thing, it's this thing, ceiling floor light. The editor calls it a light, but I don't know, it doesn't really look like a light to me. I don't know what it is. I'll just put a few of them here. Okay, we exit, we save our changes, we switch cycles back to 60,000. We won't need cheat mode this time. Ground network, blah 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 blah. And now we'll see what we've always missed in this game. Ooh, and here we have it, and look, it looks pretty nice actually. I'm surprised they didn't use it anywhere. It's kind of cute. Here are the other ones I inserted. Yeah, they look nice, what the hell. Here are those lamps and the strange metallic things. I can walk through them, but I have no idea what they're supposed to be. I don't know, it's kind of like a teleporter, some kind of evil machine. I don't know, it's so strange. Anyway, I don't want to make this video too long, so I'll be concluding this demonstration now. Anyway, thank you for enduring this test video. I realize it's probably not very good, and the voice recording is probably not very nice either, but your support means a lot. And when I get my software properly set up, I'll be able to do some better stuff, and I'll be sure to share it all with you. So thank you and goodbye.